They've gone from 25 vaccinations into 37 vaccinations just to get into the school. Talk about drugging of America, drugging of our children. Do you realize United States, that children consume 10 times more drugs than all the world together?
We know, dear.
Than all the world together. That is where we're at. And they're wondering, why is there addiction? And you want to turn an interesting program on TV? Now they're having it as a regular weekly series. What is it called? Addiction. It's out of control. You know, Rush Limbaugh was on a national radio, and I happened to just flip the radio on and catch him. As he was saying, you know, anything that makes you feel so good can't be so bad. He was talking about his choice that prescribed. I'm talking about prescription pharmacology. And getting off them, oh my God, is it relatively hard? Not if you do my program. But it's relatively hard if you go to one of these drug rehabilitation centers with medical doctors. We have one in Costa Rica. They charge you $60,000 for 6 weeks. And you are guaranteed to go back to your situation within a matter of a year, as far as I'm concerned, because they've done nothing to address the cause or the foundation for the drugs. Why are you craving? Why are you depressed? Why are you craving all these different joy bugs? You know, pop a pill and feel happy. Happiness is a choice. And it's one of the most important choices you got to make every day. Are you going to be miserable or are you going to be happy? Most people choose to have their whole head swimming in hypothalamus, totally loaded with fear and deprivation and loss and fear of death, fear of injury, complete concern about everything but the fact that you can tap into the Creator. The boundless source, you are divinely ordained, a holographic imprint of the creation. You are no less than the Creator. In one of my chapters in Survival, the title of it was, and I thank God they didn't burn me into the stake, it was entitled, How to Be a Goddess. The biological superiority of woman. The chapter on the cure of cancer. All diagnosed, coming from all kind of medical literature, complete theoretical foundation. Do you realize I quote a medical journal that stated, researchers that stated as follows: the easiest and the quickest and the most consistent way to induce cancer is feed them processed foods. Woo! And you know, if you look at in last year, the average American consumer, for meals outside of the home, they consume 95% of the dietary intake was processed foods. Not only is it acid, enzymeless, but it's guaranteed to give you cancer, according to medical researchers. So, where are we? Total insanity. And yet, parallel to that is raging fires of truth. PCRM, Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, PCRM.org. Go on the internet. Over 3,000 MDs. They've taken the posture over one generation ago, that vegan diet is not only adequate, but anything contrary to vegan diet is contrary to good health. Right now, over 3,000 dietitians have said vegan diet is adequate. We're going to prescribe vegan diet to the people. The rest of them are still prescribing meat and potatoes. And they're killing them rapidly with cancer, which is due to lack of enzymes. Dr. Gerson, medical doctor, in his book, 50 Cases of Cancer, states every form of cancer is preceded by pancreatic enzyme insufficiency. The pancreas is breaking down. And then in comes in Dr. Chin-Po Kim, who treats successfully all forms of cancer by enzyme saturation. Publishes in medical journals with 5-year follow-ups. Only 79% cure rate of all forms of cancer. But that's pretty darn better than the statistics for the medical community. Dr. Harding Jones of University of California, Berkeley School of Medicine. You know what? He's a cancer statistics specialist. He says the average life expectancy if you use chemotherapy, radiation, or surgery is 3.5 years. If you do nothing, it's 12 years. Wow, that don't sound too good. It's not at all surprising because by their own admonition, right now, in Journal of American Medical Association, it states, and you can go to Mercola.com and find all this documentation. It states that the third leading cause of death is medical intervention. Matter of fact, you were already forewarned over a generation ago, the generation of the late President Johnson, when late President Johnson was giving a message to the world, to our country. He was hoping to be proud. Then he could just say, what a great nation we have, what a fantastic health we have. He never read the message. He started reading it in front of the public. He almost passed out. 65% of Americans at that time were sick with incurable diseases. 85% of the seniors, 25% of the children. He got the Surgeon General, who was a medical doctor, he said, get on a shtick, find out what's wrong. Why are we falling apart? Why there's 40 other nations that have a higher life expectancy than people in our country, males especially, after the age of 40. They did the research. It took them about a decade. In comes out the Surgeon General report. In it, so that you don't miss the whole issue, you don't miss that whole point, it was right at the front pages. Boom, it states right at the beginning. It says, just like in a book of Genesis, everything you need to know about the Bible, everything else is secondary. If you study your Genesis, all the truths, anything that is worthwhile, it's in the Genesis. That is the most worthwhile information. Just so in the introduction, it says, as far as wellness and health is concerned, do not expect, this is written by a head of a medical school, do not expect any help from your doctors. Do not expect any help from your hospitals or any scientific breakthrough. The whole issue of health resides in 5 basic principles. 5 basic principles. Number 1, diet. You've got to improve and move toward a more natural whole food. Eventually, Circulation, which is a medical journal, in 2001, published a report that was a study of the gathering of top specialists in all the areas from kidney diseases to heart, to cancer, to children's diseases. National Institute of Health participated, and the conclusions drawn that if you want the diet that will prevent all diseases, degenerative disease.